What's up, everybody? Thanks for clicking this video. Thanks for tuning into this channel. If you're new here, I'll introduce myself. My name is Simon Hill. I'm a Black American, world traveler, Muslim, English teacher, friend to the third world, and nascent YouTuber with a slowly growing following. This travel vlog that you're watching is different than 90% of the other travel vlogs that you will find on YouTube because first and foremost, this channel is not meant for everyone. As I've said repeatedly, over and over again, this channel is made for Black travelers. This is information provided for Black travelers. This is not for white people. This is not for Arabs. This is not for Asian people. This is not even mostly sometimes for Africans. This is primarily for Black people from the diaspora, particularly from the US. And I go to different countries, live there for extended amounts of time, and then give my report about what it's like to be Black there. This is not the happy-go-lucky YouTube channel from all the other Black travelers who go to different countries, say everything is great, smile, and tap dance for white people. We don't do that over here. We keep it real, we keep it Black, we keep it raw. So I'll say it again right now. This is a Black YouTube channel by a very Black creator, giving Black opinions about places all across the world. Never coming with disrespect, never coming with ill intentions, never coming with some insidious motive. I'm only coming with a pure soul, a pure mind to give my opinion about a place that I spend a good amount of time in and quite a considerable amount of money in. I have to repeat this point over and over and over and over again that this is a Black YouTube channel meant for Black people because I constantly get attacked by white supremacists and racists in my comments who seek to give their opinion about Black issues. But I don't go over there to their side to give my opinion about what's happening with their mayonnaise issues. If you don't like what I have to say about a country or place and you're Black or white or whatever, turn it off. Disappear. Don't click the video. This content is not made for you. There are billions of other creators. Go find them. As I said at the beginning of the video, I'm a friend of the third world. I've lived in Kenya. I've lived in Tanzania. I've lived in Mauritius. I've lived in Indonesia. I've lived in Tunisia. I've lived in Turkey, lived in Serbia, and I've been living here in Albania for well over a month now. Many places I go in the world, I relate to the people who are going through struggle, going through poverty, going through hardship, because that's where I come from. And I'm a part of that struggle of fighting those forces that keep us oppressed, poor, dispossessed, and ignorant. So now that we're there, let's talk about the last country I mentioned in the list of the places that I lived. Where I am right now, Albania. Shikaperia. I forgot the date exactly when I came, but I've been here roughly since June 24th, or June 23rd, 2023, and I'm filming this video today on July 25th of the same year in Vlore, southern Albania. And boy, oh boy, have I been stomping all over this country. Durrës, Tirana, Berat, now in Vlore. I'm outside. I'm really outside. Every day that I've been here in Albania, I've been recording my life. The upload that I put on my channel that day is literally what I did that day. And I have close to over 30 videos in my playlist about being Black in Albania on my channel. So for anybody who's gonna come in here and say, he's not really outside, he don't know what he's talking about, he don't really be in the trenches, I'm outside in the trenches right now. If you don't believe me, please go check out the tens of other videos I've dropped. I come to every country with the purest soul and the purest heart. I come here hoping to find peace, tranquility, hoping to have fun. I come here hoping to meet interesting people and eat good food and just basically have a good time and leave a good review of the country like I did with Mauritius. But what have I been met with from the very moment I landed on this soil? When I first came here from Pristina on the bus to Tirana in Albania on July 23rd or July 24th, it's been nothing but racism, outside and inside, in the real world and in this fake YouTube world. The very first video I dropped in Albania, it was what was it like traveling from Pristina to Tirana by bus. Didn't talk about race at all, didn't talk about Blackness at all, literally just tried to show what it was like to hop on a bus and travel from one country to the next. That very first day when I landed in Tirana, I got called nigga, 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 there's a nigga, there's a nigga, there's a nigga, there's a nigga, literally that many times, and didn't even talk about it in the video about Pristina to Tirana. Didn't talk about it because I wanted to release a video that was purely information about travel, getting from point A to point B. Yet what did I get with the very first video I released about being in Albania. Just simply me being black here. A plethora of racist attacks. Literally, just for being here, just for trying to have a good time, explore a country. Racist attacks, literally in the street, that first day, and also in my comment section. Can I laugh about it? Can I brush it off my shoulders? Of course. That's the superpower of being black, right? We have to deal with racist, stupid, ignorant white people all across the world. And our superpower is being able to brush it off our shoulders. But what I can do also is talk about it, because that's how the freedom of the marketplace of ideas works. You get to say all the racial slurs you want to me, and I get to talk about why it's wrong. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but what I mean to say is this. It was not up to me to make Albania look good. It was up to y'all. I even gave y'all a whole video giving you a warning about what to do to make sure y'all get a good review on my channel in the infamous Black series that will, I swear to God, be a part of the pantheon of anthology of black travel. Trust me. When I came here to Albania, I came here with the intention of trying to document a good experience, of me having a great time living here, of seeing what it's like to be in Albania. And instead, all I've been getting are racist attacks in the streets and in my comment section, or apologetics by people who excuse the racism that I've experienced. The several other accounts. I'm not gonna go through the full laundry list because the 30 other videos of me being outside every day prove everything I'm saying. Now, the last leg of my Albanian adventures are wrapping up. This month has been quite a challenge, surviving Albania as a black traveler. My God. The daily uploads are now starting to attract even more racist, bigoted, hateful, xenophobic, sick people. The attacks have gotten so bad, they've turned into literal death threats. Death threats against me, physical threats against my wife. They've turned into slander on my character, many other things. The most sick and racist attacks you could ever think of are coming from the fingers and the minds of people who will argue with me up and down that Albania is not racist and it's not anti-black. How ironic is that? Now you might be asking yourself, Simon, what have you been putting in your recent uploads? Your daily uploads of you being outside every day in Albania. You must be saying some crazy things about Albania, its country, its culture, its people, its history, its language. You must be denigrating the country. You must be saying some very negative things that are not founded in truth. You must be, Simon. No, this is all I did. All I said was, the most racist country I've ever experienced in my travels all across the world, on all the continents except Antarctica, has been this one. In this country, every day I've been in the streets. I've been called a racial slur. In this country, I've been followed around in supermarkets. In this country, I've had people say F you, N-word, straight to my face. In this country, I have people taking pictures of me and shaking their head disapprovingly when I'm walking down the street with my wife. This is that country. That's all I said. I shared my experience about what it's like. I'm in a country where people think it's okay to call black people the N-word, Zenchi, or Zezak. All words derived from slavery meant to dehumanize us. They think that's okay. They can say that. I said my piece about why it's not okay. And that warrants me to be killed, according to some commenters. That warrants me to be slapped and attacked by some commenters. That warrants my wife to get physically assaulted by some commentators. That's all I said. If I was a woman talking about the sexism I experienced in this country, people would say, oh, well, I'm so sorry you had that experience. I'm sorry you went through that. If I was an Albanian in Germany going through racism and xenophobia that happens there against migrants, people will be saying, yeah, I understand you, bro, I'm with you. But as soon as my black starts talking about my black experience, it's death threats, it's attacks, it's shut up, Zezak. Now, you might think these death threats and these assaults on my character are not real because I block white supremacists, racists, xenophobes, and all sorts of apologists for that sort of behavior on my channel, period. Because you have many other platforms to go to and speak anti-black. But as long as YouTube gives me a platform and I follow their rules, which I do, you will never have a space on my channel, boy. But what I will do is this, because I have mercy in my heart. Anybody who has been talking so spicy to me since I started my channel, just speaking up for the oppressed, speaking up for the dispossessed, speaking out against white supremacy, speaking out against racism and bigotry and xenophobia against all people, not just black people, but all people. If you don't believe me, please go watch the video I made about being black in Germany and how I spoke up for the other groups of people there who are oppressed and are facing discrimination, who are non-black. I spoke up for them. This is what I do in life. I'm speaking up for you, even, you stupid, I can't curse because I'm behind the mosque right now, but listen, even if you were in Germany or in Italy or in some other part of Europe or any other place in the world and you are non-black and you are facing discrimination, I speak out against that because this is what I'm here to do in life. And just because I speak out against anti-black racism in a place that maybe you have some bias towards doesn't change the fact that it exists. It's okay to love your country, love your culture, love your history, and love your people and still criticize it. You stupid. I can't curse, but Allah help me. Anyway, whoever wants to talk spicy to me, whoever wants to really do what they said they're gonna do in their comments to me, I'm not hard to find. Like I said, I'm literally outside every single day. So the fact that nobody has caught up to me yet shows that the white supremacists really are the P-U-S-S-I-E-S that I say they are. The racists are really P-U-S-S-I-E-S, like I know they are. Because it's not hard to find this very handsome black man running around Albania. But I'll make it even easier for you now. This Friday, like I do every Friday, I will be at this masjid, going to Juma, praying to my God to forgive my sins, to become a better person. And anybody who has any of the smoke that they've been talking in my comments, please come pray with us or meet me outside. Don't make excuses now like, oh, this is an English video. Nobody in Albania is going to know English, so they're not going to come up and smack you, Simon. Or, you're a small YouTuber. Nobody cares. I mattered so much that you left tons of hateful, racist comments threatening my life. Well, I'm not in Valo right now. Call your cousins. Call your daddy. Call your uncles. Call your friends. Tell them come find me. Not hard to find the one black man in a tiny mosque in the middle of Vlore, Albania. I will be here this Friday. Today is July 25th. It's not hard to figure out when that Friday will be. I'm not doing this video to prove I'm gangster. I'm not doing this video to prove my masculinity. I'm not doing this video for internet clout. I'm not doing this for attention. I'm not doing this to go viral. I'm doing this to prove something. The racists, the white supremacists, the people that call me nigger, zenchi, zezak, all the other racial slurs you have for black people, come find me, say it to my face. What are you gonna do? I've already been called nigga on the street multiple times here in Albania. I've already had guns pointed in my face by racist police. I've already had employers fire me because of what I am. I've already had women turn me down because their parents said, don't bring home no nigger bastard. I've been through it all. I come from a people that have gone through it all. And with our backs against the wall, we fight against forces that are greater than ourselves every single time. And we always come out victorious. Also, I'm a mu'min. I'm a Muslim. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. And what I say is this: there is nothing more Islamic than standing up against white supremacy, racism. This is my jihad, and I'm ready to become a shaheed and go to Jannah. So what are you gonna do? One, you're not gonna show up because you're pussy. Two, you're gonna say I'm insignificant, irrelevant, and not worth your time. Three, you're gonna think that this is a setup for the police or something like that. Well, let's explain that last point. I don't call the police. I'm here by myself. I'm only here with my wife. I don't have a gun. I don't have a knife. I don't run with a crew. None of that. I'm American, but I don't work for the U.S. government. I hate the U.S. government. Nobody is gonna protect me. It's all yours, buddy. You're saying that you don't understand English? Bring your best translator. Bring the people that know English. There's enough people I've met in Albania that know English that can talk to me. You're gonna prove that this place is racist by attacking a black person just for speaking out against racism. Or you're gonna prove it's not racist by actually trying to have an intellectual discussion with me. Or nothing will happen at all. The door is open for anybody who wants it. There are a lot of people that say that Albanians are like black people. I think they think this because they think that being black is about sagging your pants to the floor, carrying a Glock, and having gold teeth and other ignorant stereotypes and tropes. Being black is not about that. Black is a social construct created by white supremacists to delineate the people who were meant to be subservient and work for nothing, to be disposable chattel labor and be exploited and killed. Black became an identity that we took up on these grounds. We stand to say that discrimination against anybody is wrong. Oppression against all people are wrong. And hate is wrong. I come from that lineage. When Martin Luther King got those calls late at night and Coretta answered the phone and they said they were gonna kill her husband and burn her house down, Coretta said, "Go march, baby." Malcolm's wife, Betty, got those same calls and he did the same thing. Went out to march, he went out to speak, Betty was right there with him. My wife knows that I'm willing to die on this hill. White supremacy needs to be stopped. Anti-blackness is a cancer in the world, and I'm ready to do whatever it takes, whether that be sacrificing my life or speaking on this channel or writing books or proselytizing to people, educating people, or just being a good, decent human being and treating other people with dignity and respect. I'm willing to do that. Now, what are you willing to do to stand on the hill that you want to die on hate, on bigotry, on ignorance, on racism, on anti-blackness? Stand up. Say it to me. Not hard to find. Once again, today is July 25th, 2023. I'm here in Vlore, Albania. I will be going to this masjid this Friday for Juma. I will be out here. I will document my experiences going to Juma, and I will stand outside here for anybody who wants to come and give me a hello. I'm not threatening anybody, and I will not attack anybody. I'm only here to accept whatever Allah has for me. I'll only have my phone. My wife won't be here. It will be me alone. You are safe. Am I? Whoever shows up, I will have a gentleman's discussion with you. MashaAllah. If nobody shows up, I don't want to hear anything from any of you racists in my comments ever again. Ever. Just because you can't show up doesn't mean you can't make somebody show up. Please do it. Please. I'm not a provocateur. I'm not a demagogue. I'm not an internet troll. I'm a man of principle. White supremacy is the devil. Black lives matter. I will always be outside traveling anywhere I want to go. If any of you want to stop me, please do it. I'm ready to die, ready to become a shaheed for this thing that I believe in and hold true. That white supremacy needs to be killed, and it will take men like us, like me, standing up and saying enough is enough. And any of you who believe that stuff, bring it to our faces. And that's all I have to say. My name is Simon Hill. Peace. Hey, I just made it back to the crib and I forgot to say this one last thing in this video. This is also a message to the other Black YouTubers that are out there promoting all this content that is divisive between ourselves, Black men attacking Black women attacking Black men, Black people in general attacking the LGBTQ community, trans people, etc., all the other stuff. I'm not getting into those debates, but what I'm saying is this. Our fight is against white supremacy. Our fight is against people that literally don't want us on this planet. They don't want us to be free, Black, alive, and happy. We have more to do than to sit here and make content tearing each other down. I'm literally outside here in a country hateful to Black people, telling the white supremacists to bring it to me. What are you doing?